Hey, deserving listeners, this video is a trailer for a member-exclusive video in which I watch Sean and Erica on couples therapy. Let's watch.
So the next couple I want to talk about are Sean and Erica. There's this meta-narrative that if only she would be more focused on the good, everything would be okay. She's trying to box in all these upset feelings that are about very key issues.
All right, so Orna, the therapist, is recognizing what I was mentioning earlier, which I think is pretty clear from the data, that she, Erica, is stuffing her feelings and blaming herself for things that aren't her fault. And the question is, what is Orna going to do about it? Because the layperson approach, which all therapists are prone to dipping into, for better or for worse, that approach would involve being triangulated. I didn't talk about this last time, but in all couple therapy situations, a triangle is occurring. And in a lot of individual therapy, a triangle is occurring. But to just talk about couple therapy, so the Bohemian concept of triangulation can be described as when you have two elements that are in tension. So you have husband and wife that are in tension. There's anxiety, there's conflict, there's upset feelings, and you involve a third member. Either that person forces their way in or volunteers to be a triangulated third, or the couple will actually draw in. Often both are happening at the same time. So a functional triangle will help to resolve the tension so that people get their needs met, is the way I'd put it. There's a lot of other ways I could put it, and that's not strictly a Bohemian way of putting it, but let's just go with that. A dysfunctional triangle is one that keeps the tension the same. They don't resolve the conflict. The conflict could get worse. Or the conflict or the tension just moves around the triangle. So a classic example in a dysfunctional couple therapy scenario with a therapist is that the therapist takes on the anger or the assertiveness or the needs of someone in the triangle. So with Erica and Sean, universally, for all therapists, I would imagine, that the couple therapist would be triangulated into the situation such that they would take on the anger and the assertiveness of Erica and fight against Sean. In fact, many of you watching this show, if you've already watched it or you watched it with me previously, had that urge to just grab Sean and say, "What's wrong with you? How dare you treat Erica this way? You're so self-centered. Do you not understand other people have feelings? You're lying, you're deceiving, you're gaslighting, you're cheating. What's wrong with you?" Okay, well, the problem with that is that although on the surface that would seem like justice, right? Because that would on the surface seem like the right thing to do, and it would be what most people would do. A Jerry Springer audience would do that, but really, most of the people watching this show probably have that reaction, right? So, so what's wrong with that? Well, the problem is that the issues within the couple and within the individual schemas and traumas and relational traumas and issues that each person has, you could just be playing into it. And that often is the case. So in all likelihood, if Orna were to be dysfunctionally triangled in that way and go after Sean, then what often will happen is the Ericas of the world will be relieved of their responsibility to stand up for themselves or even know their own emotions. And there will be tension. So the conflict will start between Erica and Sean, and the tension will shift between Erica and Sean to between Orna and Sean. And then Erica will be the triangulated one in to their tension, and Erica will try to work it out. And often, people who present like Erica, that was the trauma that they went through growing up, was a lot of fighting and a lot of tension in their family, that they had to subdue their own feelings, submerge their own feelings, and take care of everyone else. It's just another example of parentification. It could have been between the parents. It could have been between mom and one of the kids, or two kids that were younger than them that they were left at home to take care of. Who knows? But it's a very comfortable place, and a place where the people who present like Erica, I don't know if this is the case for her, I don't have much data, they often are actually subconsciously trying to socialize people around them to do that because it's comfortable to them, and it gives them a role which makes them feel useful, which makes them feel safe and makes them feel loved, and at least they're getting some recognition for their usefulness in the world. They don't believe that they're inherently lovable or attachable. They have to mold the world into their childhood situation because that was how they managed to get love. When this hypothesized Erica, I don't know if this is the case, was a child, this child bid for love, asked for love and attention, wasn't really getting it enough, but found that if she could be useful, then she would get that attention and an attachment, security, a little bit. Not enough, but a little bit. And so she locked into that behavior as, this is my place, this is my safe place, I need this, and if anyone gets in the way, I will figure out a way to make sure that we always get back there. So, for example, if Orna were to not dysfunctionally triangulate, Erica might actually try to push Orna to do that by denying her feeling. This is all subconscious for the most part. The more that Erica denies her feelings and acts like she's to blame, she knows that it'll provoke Orna to go after Sean, which will cause conflict, and the conflict will no longer be between Erica and Sean, and will be outside of herself and will feel more manageable and give her that role. And there's a lot more I could say about the Sean individual in the triangle and the Orna, because Orna brings her own issues to the table, her traumas. And so it's very important that as therapists, particularly when we work with couples, that we manage and monitor and are aware and have robust management systems to know and notice our emotions, and also to be able to evaluate the triangle from above and not give in to those urges. Because when that urge to triangulate kicks in dysfunctionally, it's very, very difficult to evaluate that and know it. You will, as a therapist, you'll feel this urge, and then you'll galvanize all of your theory around that urge to justify that urge to be dysfunctional. And it'll seem completely like the right clinical move when in fact it's the opposite. So we'll see what Orna does.
She wants to be mystified.
Yeah.
And you want her to see the truth.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think we knew that they had a kid. Actually, I got to get to my notes. Young daughter.
I thoroughly enjoy my life. I would love to spend more time with her. But every time I come around you, you're so either frustrated or resentful or angry.
It would be easy to discount Sean and his account, given that he has demonstrated that he is a serial liar and cheater and has questionable judgment and is self-centered. So it's hard to know. And of course, it's probably not entirely accurate, his point of view. In fact, it's very unlikely that it's entirely accurate. No individual in couple therapy has a monopoly on objectivity. But I would suspect that that might very well be accurate, because for the two of them, there's obviously something wrong, right? We see that he is cheating and she blames herself. That's a very simplistic way of looking at it, but that is one sort of summary that you would be able to say, at least from the initial sessions. So one very simplistic way of looking at it is there's something wrong with him, okay? And there might very well be. But almost all the time, there is a dynamic that plays into both of their traumas, and both of them play a role. She is not to blame for his cheating at all. He made those choices. But why has she stuck with him? Why did she choose someone like that? Why does she blame herself? There's something else going on there. All right, just chiming in here. So that's the end of the trailer for the member exclusive video. If you want to see the full episode, become a member of the YouTube channel, and you will get access to this episode and all the other episodes in which I watch Sean and Erica, and other exclusive episodes like on the Taylor Swift documentary. I did another series on the Little Mermaid cartoon movie. But if you don't want to become a member, that's totally fine. Totally cool with me. And that sounded passive aggressive. Truly, it's fine with me. And everyone, please take care of yourself because you deserve it. You really, really do.